Buttery, the city manager of Woodland Park. Good morning.
Good morning, AJ.
Glad to have you here.
Thank you very much for having me.
And today we're going to talk about the Aquatic Center. So we have some questions in the community that have come up about the Aquatic Center, mainly the location. So let's just start right there because that seems to be the hot button. Why are we at the high school?
AJ, thanks for the opportunity to explain to the community why we've made the proposal to our council to move the location from Woodland Station. I was very much in support of the Aquatic Center being in the Woodland Station area to act as a catalyst for that downtown area. My primary role in this whole process is to be good stewards of our taxpayer dollars. The cost to build the facility in the Woodland Station area just became prohibitive, and I could no longer support putting it there. So we went to other locations that we had looked at in the past. We'd looked at about a dozen locations around town, and what we thought was the second best location was at the high school in the area between the bus turnaround and the north parking lot. It's a relatively flat area. Constructability would be fairly easy. Utilities are nearby. The infrastructure is there to support building that facility, and we're able to put more money into the Aquatic Center itself than in the preparation of the ground to place the Aquatic Center.
So in the initial Aquatic Center concept, there were several locations, and this was one of those.
Correct.
So this isn't a new or surprise location.
No, that's correct.
Okay, good. And when you talk about the Woodland Station, you're talking about the downtown development area.
That's correct, in the heart of downtown Woodland Park.
And that was the infrastructure costs that would prohibited that.
There were going to be some significant detention and drainage and roadway responsibilities that we would have assumed, and those costs just became much more than what we expected. And we only were able to determine that after we did some additional engineering that gave us really good cost estimates.
And what were some of the criteria that moved you to the second choice?
Well, primarily the ability to build the facility for less money, or to be able to use the money that we have to provide the best facility that we could. The area between the bus turnaround and the parking lot is relatively flat, be very easy to construct, and as I mentioned, all the other things are there, the utilities. The view from that location is also just phenomenal.
So beyond cost, it's view, it's location.
And its accessibility. One of the concerns I believe the community has is the traffic through that area. Traffic does exist there in the early morning and late afternoon when school is in session. And remember, school is in session for less than half a year. And I've stood on those corners in those intersections to monitor the traffic, and there's traffic there. Okay. There's no question. But this will add some, but I don't think it will add so much that it will be detrimental to people's morning commute.
Good. So traffic is one of the issues that we've talked about, and traffic can be managed.
Yes,
the
sir.
second one is parking.
Mm-hmm. We're going to be sharing initially some of the ground that we would procure from the high school to build some parking. So we don't think there's going to be a large parking issue. The bus turnaround, we're working with the school district. We think that's where our pool staff will park, which will keep plenty of parking available for our patrons.
Excellent. And the second part of this is you're saying you're acquiring the property from the school. How is that process?
Well, we're currently in negotiations with the school district, so I can't comment on the details associated with that, but those are going along very, very well.
Positive progression.
Absolutely.
Good. Did you see any problems with that?
I don't. The council and I are meeting this evening, and the school board's meeting tonight too. The superintendent and I are meeting later today to continue the discussion. We will reach a good resolution for the community.
Excellent. Can you tell us a little about the facility itself?
I can. I'm really pleased with how the community has rallied around this desire for an aquatic center. There'll be a leisure pool, which is where the kids will be able to play. There'll be 2 warm water lap lanes that weren't part of the original design, but the community told us that was an amenity they really wanted. Warm water lap lanes are where kids can learn to swim, or where folks that may be recovering from some physical issues can do aqua aerobics. So there'll be spray toys and a vortex and lazy river and a slide and just those kinds of things that the kids can enjoy. And there will be a competitive pool, 6 lanes. The high school will be able to use that for their competition, their high school swim team, which we think is a very good thing to have for this community. Kids now, if they want to be on a swim team, go to Manitou Springs. The competition lap pool will be cooler water, and it's where folks can exercise. If they really want to swim hard, they can do that. We hope to be able to put in a large outdoor slide. We think that will be a fun thing for the kids to have too. A therapy pool, so there'll be multiple bodies of water. There'll be locker rooms and family changing rooms and a lobby area, so it will truly be a wonderful aquatic center.
And the pool will be built to the competitive standards.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we've been consulting with Colorado High School Sports Association to make sure that we have the proper depths, the proper widths, the proper lengths, and so on.
And as you mentioned, temperature. I believe temperature is one of the standards for competition also.
That's correct.
Okay. And then another question is this open just to Woodland Park residents, or is this going to be open to everyone in the county?
Oh, it's open to anyone.
Anyone,
sure. And currently, we think that the rate structure will be constant, whether you're a resident of the city of Woodland Park, or if you live just outside of Woodland Park, or if you're visiting from out of state. We think that the daily rates and the monthly fees and those types of packages will be the same for everyone.
Excellent. Could you speak a little to the financing for the project?
Absolutely. The city has been fairly responsible, we think, in saving our nickels and dimes to try to bring this project to reality. The community has wanted it for several decades. We did go to the citizens recently and asked to borrow $10.1 million without raising taxes in order to go towards building the aquatic center and the infrastructure associated with that. We're going to be taking that $10.1 million, adding it to the money we saved to put toward this facility.
And what do you estimate the total cost to be?
I don't actually have the full estimate now. Because of the relocation of moving the site, I'll have a really good estimate on December 4th. It'll be in that 10.1 to 12.4 range, but I don't know exactly yet what the numbers are until we get the good engineering estimates from the new location.
Thank you. What do you expect the opening date to be?
It'll be late spring or early summer of 2017.
Okay, that's not too bad for a project that size.
That's correct. We really don't expect to break ground until April or May of next year. You know, the weather up here, we now have snow on the ground, so it'll probably be April of May, and it's a 14 month long project.
Could you address the relationship between the school and the city and the aquatic center? And mainly I'm talking about the fact that a lot of people think that this is just a ploy to bring this pool to the school.
Very reasonable question. We think that the school site is just the best from a fiscal responsibility perspective. Will there be benefits to the school at that location? Absolutely. Kids get out of school, they can go swim. What a wonderful opportunity. Swimming's a life skill. Let's teach these kids how to swim early. There'll be plenty of opportunities throughout every single day for anyone in the community to enjoy that facility. It just made fiscal sense to place the facility there. There's no hidden agendas with the school district. We partner with the school district. We partner with all the other taxing entities within our region. We're close partners with the county, with the library, with the fire district, with ambulance. We have that same relationship with the school district as well.
And we talked about transportation. What a great thing having it so close to the school.
Oh, absolutely.
So I see that as a great benefit.
I would concur.
Okay. Well, thank you, David, for joining us today. I appreciate you informing the community about what's going on with the Aquatic Center, and look forward to talking to you again.
My pleasure, AJ. And as always, I'm open for questions from the community. Just give me a call at City Hall.
Okay. And you'll see the websites and the information on the bottom of your screen. So take advantage. Thanks so much.
Thank you.